Prescription pill abuse. According to John Walters, the National Drug Policy Director, said that teens are more apt to take prescription drugs recreationally because they feel the drugs are more legal and readily available. Among teens, the popular drugs to abuse includes the painkiller Vicodin, Ritalin, Xanax, and the stimulant Adderall. They can get them from the internet, parents' medicine cabinets, or from friends. Also, they feel these drugs are safe as they are prescribed by doctors and they see all the time their parents using these drugs. Sometimes the kids don't even know what they are taking. They just pass the pills around. Students get them from friends who are prescribed these drugs legitimately. Kids sell them to each other. Trading happens all the time. Heroin was marketed as a painkiller by Bayer in 1900s. You can see the picture, the old when heroin was marketed by Bayer. You can see the symbol on that long bottle. There is a Bayer sign is printed. LSD was invented by Sandoz Laboratories, and speed methamphetamine is found in the psychostimulant drug Desoxyn. Girls try drug alcohol at higher rates nowadays. According to a national survey on drug use and health, 1.5 million girls aged 12 to 17 started drinking alcohol in 2004. 14.4% of girls and 12.5% of boys reported misusing prescription drugs. Even moderate drinking can disrupt their growth and development of their reproductive system, particularly in females. They had to become future mother. Teen drinking contributes to the death of 5,000 teenagers in United States each year, and thousands of others are killed or injured as a result of senseless accidents. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, alcohol contributes to the three leading causes of teen deaths: homicide, suicide, and unintentional injuries. One of the biggest problems has to do with advertising. People respond to advertisements that associate drinking with fun and popularity. Now, smoking in teenagers. Tobacco use is the single most prevalent cause of death in the US. More than 3.5 million teens between the age of 12 and 17 use tobacco. 80% smokers start smoking before their legal age of 18. About 1 out of every 5 deaths in US can be attributed to tobacco products. Tobacco kills more Americans than AIDS, drugs, homicides, fires, and auto accidents in total combined. Studies show that the average age of first-time smokers is 14 years old. According to a recent survey conducted by the American Lung Association, a whopping 34.8% of high school students as well as 12.8% of middle school students smoke cigarette. Tobacco smoke contains more than 4,000 chemicals, out of which more than 80 chemicals are carcinogen, responsible for cancer. According to the non-profit RAND Corporation, adolescents with a high level of exposures to television shows with sexual content are twice likely to get pregnant. You have to teach them that the kids they see on TV or in movies always acting with reckless behavior without working and spending in excess are paid in millions to act like that. This is not their real life. Discuss with your kids about spoiled personal life of cinema and TV stars. Show them programs on the problems faced by teenage mothers in real life. Teen sex is very unsafe. According to the study found by Brown University, Sexually active teens use condoms more often with casual sex partners only. Given these high rates of unprotected sex, teens may be at risk for contracting HIV and sexually transmitted diseases. The problem of eating disorders has long plagued the fashion world, with the proliferation of super thin models that not only harm themselves but establish unhealthy role models for young female consumers. Individuals without strong bonds to social institutions, such as the family, are likely to think and behave unconventionally and belong to unconventional and risk-taking peer groups. The family and home environment have been identified as the most important factors associated with teen avoidance of problem behaviors. There is now considerable consensus identifying the following set of parenting practices as critical to positive youth development. A. Relationship building skills. B. Limit setting. Number C is positive reinforcement. D. Monitoring. E. Conflict resolution. Parent monitoring in the context of positive parent-teen relationship and communication is a key proactive factor for limiting access to a deviant peer group and reducing peer influence on youth problem behavior, because interactions with peers are not always positive. Peer pressure is very prevalent during adolescence, leading to increase in cheating and crime. Kids' birthdays were celebrated with over-the-top parties. Birthday pictures shows a baby surrounded with gifts that he couldn't even open. It's a perfect example of how parents overdid parties. Parents have to realize that always saying yes to their children could cost them their future. Number 1, be an example for your child. Kids do as you do, not as you say. And don't think that they don't watch everything what you do. Do not lie or do wrong in front of them. Show honesty and sincerity. Don't reward your children with money. While teaching earning and other money matters, do not forget to teach your children the value of personal relationship and family. Not that everything comes down to money. An A on the report card doesn't equal to $100. If they perform good, then take them out for fun. I want your kids to realize it's a lot harder to stay solvent when days are not good. Let your children know how much you pay for the home that you all live in. I'm sure when many kids first see the mortgage bill, they will think that the mortgage bill is for whole year payment. They will be amazed to know by how much the home costs every month.